Hello and welcome back to Movie Deputy Reviews, where we are going in depth into a documentary today. Now, you probably know that I don't usually do a whole lot of the documentaries. I try to do the major ones and the ones that tend to get the most attention. And this one just kind of caught my attention, so I'm hoping it will catch your interest as well. If I were to mention the single most recognizable voice across multiple platforms in the last 30 years, as a singer, I should say. Let me rephrase that. As a singer, what name comes to mind? I hope that you actually had a chance to answer that. I just kind of like opening up these little things for just discussions between you and whoever else you're listening to this episode with. But if you are curious, I am talking about Celine Dion. And there is a new documentary about her on Amazon. She has one of the most unmistakable voices and talents in generations. It is just, her voice it will transcend time, ultimately. And we have seen less and less of her. She has had this amazing Vegas career. I mean, of course, when you think of Celine, you think of Titanic. I mean, My Heart Will Go On is probably one of the... It's funny, she actually didn't even like that song. And that's one of her biggest hits of all time. But the movie doesn't touch on that, or this documentary doesn't touch on that. What this documentary does touch on is the thing that she loves the most, obviously, besides her husband and children, and unfortunately her husband Rene passed away, but she still has her amazing children. She has RC, who is Rene Charles, and then she has Eddy and Nelson, who are her twins. And this kind of talks a little bit about their relationship with them, and they did assist with the making of this, so that's kind of an important piece too. But what this really focuses on is the thing that is taking her gift, the thing that is taking her life from her. It is called stiff person syndrome. And for those who are not familiar with it, I'm not like chuckling, like making fun. It deals with chronic pain, and it stiffens up the muscles, and it contracts the nerve. I mean, it aggravates the nerves. I can't talk. And it just makes life hell. And so she has had to completely change how she not only negotiates life, but she is determined to get back out there. She wants to sing. That's all she's ever wanted to do is sing. And this is taking that away from her. And this is really that story. It is almost difficult to watch at times. And I will say, if you are not a fan of Celine Dion, and there's a lot of people who aren't, I'm not too surprised by that. But you're probably not going to get a lot out of this. But if you are a fan of Celine's, or if you are a chronic pain patient, as I am a long-term opioid user, as being a chronic pain patient, you understand what she's going through, and you understand what it takes, how it takes your life away. It's not physically killing you. This may be with her. I mean, I'm not that familiar with all the symptoms of SBS, but people that deal with chronic pain, it takes everything that you have sometimes just to get up and go through the motions. And that, as much as I absolutely love what I do here with Deputy, there's times that just going across the house and getting all set up in my office, or even sitting up in an upright position with my feet down, and it's so painful that I can't do it for long periods of time. That's one of the reasons I try to keep the episodes kind of short as well. Sorry, I'm joking up here a little bit here. But you feel, if you've ever gone through something, or you've ever lost somebody to a condition such as this, or you're dealing with a chronic health condition yourself, you're going to understand this on a whole different level. Now, being that the content is what it is, I'm not critiquing the content for being what it is of the content, but this type of documentary is going to have a very limited audience there is nothing inappropriate with this at all. So I'm actually going to be giving this an innocent rating because it doesn't talk about anything scary. It doesn't show anything scary with any medical procedures or anything. We do witness a seizure. We do witness some health professionals. We do witness some medical episodes, but it's nothing that is, I mean, they show worse on network television and even on daytime shows. So it's just, the only thing it might be is confusing to people who don't understand it. Sorry. But so I was a little bit harsher on the score on this one just because of the content and because of what is presented here and the way that it's presented. It's done beautifully. It's like if you've ever dealt with anything of having a dream and then losing that dream for whatever reason, or if you have a friend or a loved one who is a chronic pain patient or deals with chronic health conditions, or if you've just ever had a hardship like this, or even if you've never had a hardship but you're a fan of Celine's, this is what you're going to watch. There are some humorous moments in this one. There's a line that she talks about, and it's even one of the previews for this, but as it's actually playing out on screen, I couldn't help but chuckle. But she says when a girl loves her shoes, she always makes them fit. And she talks about anywhere from a size 6 to a size 10 making them work, because she would either have her toes crunched up in the shoe or she would have her toes spread out holding onto that shoe for dear life. But she was determined no matter what to make the shoes fit. Now, I'm not that way myself. I literally own 4 pairs of shoes total. I have my tennis shoes, I have my Crocs, I have some nice dress-up shoes, and I have some ballet slippers that I wear around the house. So just really super simple. And yes, I do wear Crocs. So, and those are mounds of fun, as you can imagine with that. But yeah, I just cannot imagine like squeezing into heels that I didn't have a choice, that I would choose to do, or the whole of like she says, if you love them, you'll make them fit. And like I said, I couldn't help but chuckle. And she shares stories of her with her children, and she shares stories of her with her siblings. And she's one of 14. I don't think I knew that before, but she has 13 brothers and sisters, and she shares a little bit of that life with us too. So if you've ever been a fan of hers, or if you've ever gone through something like that, this is one that you might want to check out. This is available on Amazon Prime. I'm not sure if it's available on any other platforms or not, but that at least is one place you can find it. And I'm sure if you look online, you can find a promo code or something for a free trial if you do want to give that a shot. So again, if this has helped you in any way, shape, or form, or if you just find these entertaining or helpful or both, or you know what, maybe if I annoy you and you just enjoy it, please, you know which buttons to push so you always get the latest and greatest Movie Deputy content. And of course, I will be back soon. Bye-bye.